What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. So tonight, uh, we're back on the Italian train. So tonight, I'm going to do what I believe is called Arrabiata sauce, which is a kind of like a spicy marinara. So I believe it's originated in Rome. So the word refers to the Italian word or phrase for angry. So it's spicy, it's good, and it's pretty easy to make. So before I go on, because it's so spicy, um, in lieu of Pepto Bismol, after you're done eating, you might want to try Amaro, which is an Italian liqueur, a digestif. This one's from Sicily. It kind of looks like Robitussin, but it's a liqueur derived from like Italian herbs and roots. It's not too strong. It's about 60 proof. So my recommendation is after you eat this pasta and after you digest, if you've got it, get some of this. All right. So this is very similar to a marinara. The big thing that makes it spicy is the crushed red pepper flake. So what you do is you get your pan hot with some extra virgin olive oil. You get about 2 spoonfuls of the pepper, and what I'm going to do is saute it for about 2 minutes. And that kind of just smokes it, get some of the aromatics out of there. Good for the base for the spice. So you get that going for about 2 minutes, and then this recipe calls for one 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. If you got them, San Marzano are the best. So just kind of get the peppers going and coat them in the oil for, again, about 2 minutes. And again, pretty easy. What you're going to do is coat these for about 2 minutes, get some garlic and diced onion, sweat the veggies, and I'll be back when it's time to throw the tomato sauce in. We'll be back. All right, we're back. So, like I said, one 28-ounce can of tomatoes you put in there, and a little bit of a tomato paste. And if you hadn't seen my episode from a couple days ago, if you don't have tomato paste on hand, you can substitute it with ketchup. So I'm putting in about 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. If you don't have it and you got to substitute it for ketchup, just use twice as much and you'll be good. So got this going, and all you really do is keep it at about a medium, somewhere between medium and medium high, and stir it with the wooden spoon like I always do from the edges on inward. You let it come to a simmer, wait for it to start to bubble, reduce the heat a little bit, and you cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes. So I'll be back cooking, I think, some linguine with this one, and I'll show you the finishing touches. Again, keep your pasta water because we're leaving this uncovered the whole time, so it's going to thicken up a little bit. So if for some reason it looks a little bit too thick, you add your pasta water. We'll be back. So while this sauce is going, I'll just remind everybody, wooden spoon is the best way to deal with it. You're going to get some splatter with this, so kind of do it from a safe distance, and make sure scrape it from the side so it doesn't stick. So quick tip, I've been talking about prosciutto the last couple of days. For those of you who have never tried it, because you might not be Italian, for an appetizer, it doesn't sound like it works, but if you got like sliced honeydew, get a slice of honeydew and wrap the prosciutto around it and serve it as an appetizer, just with like a knife and fork. It's that salty, sweet combo that, again, sounds kind of weird, but it works. We'll be back. All right, so my pasta's in. I'm doing a fettuccine. So just as with the sauce, you got to keep stirring the pasta. So if you can, invest in 2 wooden spoons. And you can just sit here and, because with the pasta, I never really talked about it, but it kind of goes without saying, to keep the pasta from sticking, you got to keep stirring it. Kind of the same thing as the sauce. So another quick tip while I'm letting this pasta go, I'm always about, making leftovers into something different. A while back, I made that penne alla vodka. So this is pretty spicy. It's pretty acidic. So if you find it's like too much for you, or if you just want to do something different, when you have some left over, this will stay for about 3 or 4 days. Like the day after, when you're heating it up, you can throw a little of that heavy cream in there and make a pink Arrabiata sauce. You know, just something different. So that's two things. It keeps it fresh and it cuts the acidity. Quick tip. We'll be back. All right, so we are just about done. So my sauce actually looks to be at the consistency that I want it. So I don't think I got to add any more pasta water. So in order to save myself washing a pot, I'm just going to drain it right into the sink real quick. You know, as you might be able to see, I got a pretty small kitchen, so I don't got a dishwasher. So one less pot to clean is always good. So I got that pasta down right there. And I will throw the sauce on there too. So when you garnish your sauce, you know, some people like some from fresh basil on there. Unfortunately, I don't have any right now. And the other thing, people who are you know, spice heads often want red pepper flake at the table in case they want to add some more. So I would leave that to whoever you're serving it for. And as always, with some pasta, some fresh grated cheese. And I got some bread from Sarcone's that's just about done in the oven. So there it is, pretty simple, the Arrabiata. Everybody have a good night and a good week, and we'll be back tomorrow. See you.